Welcome to JD's Prep. In this question, we're looking at 4 different functions, and we're trying to find out which one has the characteristic of, as x approaches negative infinity, the function f of x also approaches negative infinity. Let's take a look and start at option number 1. So we've got x, of course, along the horizontal axis here, and we can see that as x approaches negative infinity, going this direction, f of x is in fact approaching positive infinity. It's going upwards. So that rules option number 1 out. Option number 2 is actually the same situation. As x approaches negative infinity, we can see that f of x is approaching positive infinity. Same situation. Now let's take a look at option number 3. This one is 5 multiplied by 4 to the power of negative x. Now to help you kind of visualize this a little bit, let's pick a very negative number for x since it's approaching negative infinity. Let's say it's negative 100. Well, then this function would be 5 multiplied by 4 to the power of negative 100, or 5 multiplied by 4 to the power of positive 100. Hopefully you can get the idea here. This is a massive number. In fact, it's increasing. So as x gets more negative, f of x is going to become more positive. So that's why option number 3 is also incorrect. So that does leave option number 4 as our only possible solution, but I will explain it a little bit just to help you visualize it. So remember that log of x looks like this. It crosses the point 0, 1, and as x approaches 0, y approaches negative infinity. Okay. Now, if you take a look at this, we have negative log base 5 of negative x. What that means is if we take this function log of x, and we would need to both reflect it across the x-axis and the y-axis to visualize what would happen to it, okay? So if I were to reflect it across the x-axis first, let's just erase this guy here. We would still have that same x-axis, okay? So now it's going to look like this. And then now if we reflect that across the y-axis, it's going to look a bit more like this. Okay. So hopefully visualizing that like that. And of course, you can always check this with your graphing calculator if you wanted to. But we can see that visually here as x approaches negative infinity, f of x is also going to approach negative infinity. It's going down and to the left. So that verifies that option number 4 is definitely our correct solution. Thanks for using JD's Prep.